Peace, the ultimate truth, the aim of the entire mankind. Every living being is in the quest of universal peace. All the great saints, sages, seers and scientists of the world have always tried to show the path of harmony and peace to mankind. On an institutional level too, all these efforts for establishing universal peace found expression in the formation of a wide spectrum of organizations such as the League of Nations and later the United Nations, World Health Organization and United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. Yet, the entire world is today passing through a tense and chaotic stage, even worse than what was experienced during the two world wars. The present one is also a war between good and evil, virtue and vice, religious coexistence and fundamentalism. On the one hand, the world is witnessing mind-boggling scientific and industrial developments like artificial intelligence, internet, journey to outer space and whatnot, while on the other hand, there is total chaos, confusion, terrorism, bloodshed and massacre in the name of caste, creed, religion and boundaries of nations. On this background, UNESCO was established with the aim of bringing peace in the minds of men and women through the medium of education, science and culture, through its network of UNESCO chairs. UNESCO is engaged in championing the noble cause of human rights, democracy and world peace, which is reflected in its constitution. Since the wars begin in the minds of men, it is in the minds of men that the defenses of peace must be constructed. The very mission of the World Peace Center, Alandi, Myers MIT, Pune, India, its work and functioning with a humanitarian approach is to promote the culture of peace in the world. Based in Pune, India, and now entering its 30th year, the Maharashtra Academy of Engineering and Educational Research, MAER, is imparting value-based universal education to more than 60,000 students in over 55 institutes. Established under the MIT Group of Institutions, Pune, India, it functions with the aim of creating world-class centers of excellence in India and the world over. India, the country whose ancient traditions, culture and philosophy have withstood the test of time, the country which showed the world the path of tolerance and peace, the country which gave birth to two of the greatest messengers of peace, Gautam Buddha and Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. Today, the whole world needs to follow in the footsteps of these two great messiahs. More than 2,500 years ago, Lord Gautam Buddha, born as Prince Siddhartha Gautam, could not bear to see the sufferings of his fellow human beings. He renounced his worldly belongings and his royal parentage and set out in the quest of the ultimate truth. After a long and arduous penance, Siddhartha Gautam ultimately found enlightenment under the Bodhi tree at Bodh Gaya, and from then on became known as Buddha or the Enlightened One. For centuries thereafter, millions of followers from around the world have found salvation in the teachings of Gautam Buddha and consider him as the reincarnation of the Creator. Just over 140 years ago, In a small town called Porbandar in Gujarat, India, was born a boy who was destined to be the true messenger of peace in a world ridden with strife, violence and injustice on the basis of race and religion. He went to South Africa to practice law and experienced racial discrimination as he was thrown out of the first-class compartment at Pietermaritzburg. By refusing to walk out on the instructions of the train conductor as he had a valid ticket, Mahatma Gandhi carried out his first experiment with truth, Satyagraha. On his return to India, Satyagraha became his main instrument to fight the oppressive British rule. The historic Dandi March, also known as the Salt Satyagraha, demonstrated the indomitable will of Mahatma Gandhi to counter the repressive salt tax as he marched from Sabarmati to Dandi, nearly 240 miles, joined by thousands of Indians in this peaceful protest. Looking at the present scenario all over the world, it is imperative that we carry out deep introspection, search where we have gone wrong, and bring back the treasures which can help in setting things right. Against this backdrop of fear, suspicion and terror, we are reminded once again of the philosophy and preaching of Lord Buddha and Mahatma Gandhi. Professor Dr. Vishwanath Karad, UNESCO chairholder, a teacher of high repute, scholar, scientist, engineer, architect, orator, philosopher, visionary educationist par excellence, and a great humanitarian working for the well-being of the society at large, championing the cause of world peace, would like to make an earnest appeal to the people of all nations.
My dear brothers and sisters from UNESCO, I am very proud to make a mention to you that the World Peace Center MIT Pune, India was established on the principles and the laws which were stated by the great noble son of India, Swami Vivekananda, who had addressed the Parliament of Religions, Chicago on 11 September 1893, when he had said, "Union of science and religion / spirituality alone will help to bring harmony and peace to the entire mankind." And very fortunately, the great philosopher saints of India, Sant Jnaneshwara and Sant Tukaram, had assertively said that the entire universe is a manifestation of pure intelligence and pure consciousness. What a wonder that the great scientist of the world, Dr. Albert Einstein, he stated exactly the same words, and he said, "Oh God, now I realize at the end of his life that the entire universe is a manifestation of pure intelligence." I still remember the words of Mr. Federico Mayor, the then Director General of UNESCO Paris, who had expected and said that we have a great hope from UNESCO Chair in Human Rights, Democracy and Peace, established at World Peace Center MIT Pune, India, that this chair will certainly contribute its great share in championing the cause of culture of peace and human rights education. Organizing international conferences, seminars and workshops is not only the mission, but the interfaith and interreligious dialogue is the usual thing which we normally take, but for which India, being a country of a great population of nearly 100 crores, we need to have an education, the mass education. The Multimedia Coliseum project established at Alandi is one of the most unique projects ever established for mass education and mass literacy program. The very literacy program which UNESCO has been trying to promote has been one important cause for which our chair has been trying to work. Friends, let me honestly tell you that since its establishment of the UNESCO chair at MIT Pune, which has been possibly the second chair in the Southeast Asia, it was described as a very befitting mission of Article 26 of the United Nations. One of the most unique projects which the institution has taken is transforming the pilgrim centers of the world into knowledge centers of the world. I am very proud to make a mention to you, friends, the very event which has been very dear to our heart to promote the world peace or to promote the culture of peace in the world and human rights. Our students, the World Peace Center, MIT Pune students and the staff felt it very appropriate that if we can donate the statues of Mahatma Gandhi and Gautam Buddha, the great messengers of peace of the world, it was the UNESCO which had the full appreciation of receiving these two statues for installation at the UNESCO headquarters. I can only say that the installation of these two statues of Mahatma Gandhi and Gautam Buddha in the appropriate place of pride in the UNESCO headquarters will certainly add to the grace and beauty of the very mission of UNESCO Paris. Basically, today when the world is passing through such a horrifying situation of chaos, confusion, bloodshed, massacre and terrorism, I think more than any time before, we need the real message and the real source of inspiration like Gandhi and Buddha for the people who feel highly concerned with the culture of peace to be promoted in the world. I can only assure you, friends, that the location and the space at an appropriate place in the UNESCO headquarters will continue to inspire the generations together. I have a feeling that the UNESCO authorities will certainly appreciate the mission taken by our institution, World Peace Center, MIT Pune, India. Thank you. I am grateful to you, friends.
We, the management, faculty members and students community of World Peace Center, Alandi, Myers, MIT, Pune, India, feel highly privileged and honored as the proud citizens of Mother India on this most auspicious occasion of the presentation and installation ceremony of the statues of Mahatma Gandhi and Gautam Buddha, great messengers of world peace, at UNESCO headquarters, Paris. We would like to express our sincere gratitude and heartfelt thanks to Her Excellency Ms. Irina Bokova, Honorable Director General, UNESCO, Paris, and Honorable Mr. Kapil Sibal, Minister of Human Resource Development, India, and Chairman, Indian National Commission for UNESCO, for their wholehearted support and timely guidance in making this most historic and unique event possible. For centuries, India has believed in and spread one message, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means the world is one family. We are the birds of the same nest. We may wear different skins. We may speak different tongues. We may believe in different religions. We may belong to different cultures. Yet, we share the same home, Earth. Born on the same planet, covered by the same skies, gazing at the same stars, breathing the same air, we must learn to progress together or miserably perish together. For a person can live individually but can only survive collectively.